really good time now to... This was made by Protagonist's team for the Last of Us zombie video that they did. He graciously let me use it for this video, but because this map wasn't really designed for what I was using it for, there was a mod pack I was supposed to use, but I'm using a different mod pack, so a lot of these buildings will likely be empty, which I guess kind of adds to the theme, but you know what? Getting off script right now. I needed the arrows. Arrows or chickens. If I could find one of those two things, I would be a man who would fight the flood very easily. Be able to stop the infection forms from climbing on my head and burrowing inside of it. But sadly, after climbing up this mountain, looking around the area, and going into this building, I was coming up empty-handed. So I was a man who was walking down that mountain with absolutely nothing. However, there was another way that I could get arrows. If any villagers had survived the initial flood attacks and didn't have a flood burrow into their heads, I could find a villager and teach them how to make me arrows, or rather sell me arrows. You're a farmer, right? What if you became a Fletcher? What do you think about that? You don't want to be a farmer. You want to be a Fletcher. Trust me. Where did you become a farmer? In here? Alright, you're gonna stay in here for now, and then we're gonna see about this whole Fletcher business. Maybe we got a better job for you. Once I make a fletching table, I'll be able to get this guy to start making me arrows, and then I can finally fight the flood without nearly dying every single time. But for now, though, I moved my bed, my stuff into the blacksmith house, and called it a night. The next morning, though, it started snowing, which way it might look nice. You come out of your house, and go, oh, it's a beautiful day out there, nice snow in the snowy village. The problem with that, though, is that it makes the flood start spawning everywhere. Which I guess they like the snow or something, because these things were all over the place. Alright, here we go. They like move around. Whoa, 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 whoa! Okay. Okay. What happened? Explode on my head? There's so many. Oh, he's on the skeleton. You know, I'm not too certain about what's about that. I can't. I spent a good chunk of the day outside cutting wood, grabbing seeds, and watching the infection forms attack mobs. They'd swarm them, then leap onto their heads and explode. And depending on the type of mob it was that had its head exploded, there was a chance that it would convert into another flood form, usually being the human, player, or villager flood form. All of these, I didn't want to be close to any of these things. They were all just terrible. They swing their giant, meaty flood arm, and it just wasn't good. So I kept my distance and fought the ones that got close. But when I went back to the village later in the day, the villager, who I had thought that I had faked, he was going to be the guy who was making the pharaohs, wasn't. With this man now dead, I didn't have any other options to get arrows. There was no chickens around. Every village, I was the last man standing in the village, and I didn't know. There was no options at this point. Okay, so no more arrows for me. I guess that's good. Get real close to the flood. So I started making armor, I guess. Which I should have done before, but whatever. So I started mining to try to make some armor. But even